Hi, Gemini. Welcome to Light Stage Intuitive. Come on in. Or welcome back if you're one of my subscribers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. I really do. I'm going to be doing a general reading for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please keep in mind this is general, so it's not going to resonate for all of you. But there are other videos out there. Check into one of your other planetary placements. If you find this message isn't for you, there might be something there. Also, my intention is that this reading is timeless. So whenever you find yourself drawn to watch it, that's when the message is intended for you. This is going to be a general reading, but I will, lay the cards out and talk about whatever comes up. So if love comes up, we'll talk about love, but it's not specifically focused on love. It's just whatever messages are supposed to come out for you. I did start by pulling a couple of oracle cards for you, and the cards that you got are emotional release. Is there something you're holding on to, Gemini, that you need to let go of? And stripping illusions. I think it's time to see things as they really are. I am going to read about these because I like to get these messages. I like the oracle messages. It's not very long, so I'm not even going to put a timestamp. Just scroll away if you don't want to see this part. All right, so for card number 27, stripping illusions. That isn't the right one. Hold on. 37. You have 37 and 27, so 1 and 2. Emotional release. We all want to be strong. As humans, we value strength and independence, but also as humans, we need the support of our family, our friends, our tribe. Trying so hard to be strong, pushing down emotions such as fear, anger, betrayal, sadness, only forces them to grow and become stronger. The bubbling up and release that eventually comes takes everyone involved by surprise and sometimes does harm in terms of hurt feelings and words that cannot be taken back. Get into the practice of voicing your feelings, even if it's just acknowledging them to yourself. Journal, create, dance. Find a way that you can safely feel your most feared emotions. Feel them and then let them go. This is a potentially deep healing for you. I feel like this is a really significant card for you, Gemini. You guys are the great communicators, but when it comes to emotion, it is a lot. And I think that what you're really being asked is to let go of those things that you're holding on to, because those things you don't want to release because they're uncomfortable, they're growing. They're just getting bigger and bigger, and they're not as big as they are becoming if you would just release them and let them go and release their power. Acknowledge them, acknowledge how you feel. Even say thank you to the uncomfortable things for the lessons that they've taught you in your life. Express your gratitude and release it. Let it go. You also have the card of stripping illusions. The lotus flower, card number 27. The lotus flower is a funny plant. It flourishes in the muck and mud. Apparently, in spite of the muck of its birth, beautiful petals open up layer after layer, revealing more and more of its inner beauty. You are being called to strip away illusion after illusion from your life. You are being asked to enable your true essence to shine through. Allow layer after layer of false beliefs, cluttered thinking, unfulfilling relationships, chaotic environments to go by the wayside to reveal the perfect essence of your core self. This process is challenging at best. We tend to hold on to the illusions we have created, thinking they keep us safe. All they really do is to blind us to our true beauty and potential. This card is calling to you to look your truth in the face and not let illusions cloud your view of the true beauty of yourself and others. I feel like Gemini, I feel like I feel like you're supposed to do this, and then do this again. I feel like as you release these things that you've been holding on to, let go of that and begin to do this internal healing, it's going to allow you to begin to recognize the illusions that you've been holding on to, misperceptions or things that you've been viewing in a certain light based on these things that you've been holding on to, which are bubbling inside of you, some of them about to explode, a lot of them false perceptions. I feel like you're being asked to go through this emotional release, look at yourself, strip away that which doesn't feel true to you, which you know is not your story. Maybe it's a story you picked up along the way. Someone told you this is who you are or how you're supposed to be, but you're realizing that that is not your truth. It's a healing process. I feel like it's not, this isn't going to happen overnight, but start doing that. Start looking at yourself, stripping away the illusions. Look at what it is that you're holding on to that you need to release, because it's not serving you to hold on to it. It's just eating you up. And you need to let it go, and you need to heal, and you need to do these things so that you can see the true beauty that is you. Male, female, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's time to let go of those misconceptions of who you are. It's time. You guys are due for some emotional healing. All right, let's see what the tarot has to say for you, Gemini. I contemplated or debated doing a different spread, but I just really feel like the Celtic Cross is the one to do today, so I'm going to stick with that one this time. What's going on with Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What are we working on stripping away and releasing? I also get the message that this is a very, very creative time for you guys. There's a lot of creative energy within you that needs to be expressed. It's important that you express that. The current position is the Empress. Could be you, could be someone in your life. This is, she's the ultimate creator. She makes things grow. She has an idea. She plants the seed. She puts the love, nurturing, and care into it, and it grows. This is someone, could be a mother, could be someone who's pregnant. Not going to be the case for all of you, and it doesn't matter if you're male or female. It's a feminine energy, but someone very loving and nurturing. This is more of a receptive energy, very creative, but it's collaborative, I feel. Wow, the crossing energy is the Hermit. This is Taurus, Libra, and I'll tell you the signs if I remember. It doesn't mean that that's necessarily the case. You could have it in your chart, they could have it in their chart, or it could just be the energy. Those are just the energies or signs associated with the cards. The crossing energy is the Hermit, so this is crossing. This is working for or against you. The Hermit is a card of Virgo. It's about retreat. It's taking time out, separating yourself from what's going on around you in order to evaluate and look at your life, to figure out the answers to some things, to get some clarity or some illumination. This is a spiritual card. It could be, if it's working for you, you're taking this time out to really do the deep dive, to look at yourself, to focus on those things in your life which need to change. If it's working against you, it could be time for you to come out of hiding. It could be time for you to rejoin the world. You could have been secluded or sequestered away long enough, and that needs to come to an end. With the Death card and the Five of Pentacles. Also, I have been reading this position as the subconscious, and I think I'm going to change this. This is the root of the matter. It's why you're here, and we're going to do the subconscious up here, or what's coming into your awareness. So the root of the matter is there needs to be a death to this Five of Pentacles. This Five of Pentacles is about feeling shut out, cut off, not having enough, being isolated and feeling alone. And the root of this reading right here is that you need to end that cycle. You are not alone. That's the thing about the Five of Pentacles, is that this person feels cut off and shut out. They feel isolated, but all they have to do is stand up and open the door or ring the doorbell. Make that little effort, and they'll realize they're not as secluded as they thought they were. That comfort, that companionship, that feeling of being included is there. It's right there if you just stand up and meet it halfway. What you have behind you in the immediate past. It's the King of Cups, male or female, but masculine energy. Someone very, could be you, could be someone in your life, someone very, very, it can also, sorry, now I'm going all over the place. Could be a father, a grandfather, an older man in your life, but someone who is very, very loving, very strong. This King of Cups feels things incredibly, incredibly deeply, but they're not particularly emotionally demonstrative. they do the things, they pay attention to the details, they get their oil changed, they remember that you mentioned you wanted to read this book, and they get it for you for a special occasion. They show up with flowers, but they're not the one that's going to come in and say, I love you, you're the love of my life, I can't live without you, how do we do this? But the feelings are deep, very deep. They are in control of their emotions and not controlled by their emotions. What you have above you, we'll call it your subconscious or what's coming into your awareness. The Wheel of Fortune. So there's a cycle that's coming to an end. Wheel of Fortune upright is usually indicative of good luck, the wheel turning in your favor. Whatever the case may be, there are changes. There are big changes happening, and I feel like it is very positive for you, Gemini. Very positive. What you have before you in the immediate future? Knight of Wands. So, Knight of Wands is someone you feel, it could be you, it could be someone in your life, someone coming into your life. This is someone who is very, can be a player, can be a lot of in and out energy, but this is someone who's very excited about life, very motivated, very passionate, very driven, just ready to go, ready to get in and have the experiences. You know, it's a young energy, very excited. I feel like this night is here for you, Gemini, because as you give death to this feeling of isolation and being cut off, the wheel is going to turn for you and you are going to be ignited, like the night, sorry, I'm such a dork, ignited with passion and creativity and motivation to make something grow. I mean, I look at the way this knight is looking at this empress, and it's like he knows, and this is you, I feel like. He knows that this empress has all the potential, all the passion, all the creativity and the nurturing to do whatever it is he wants. I mean, you guys are Gemini. You are the ultimate manifester. Your mind is mercurial. It's quick. It's changeable. It's adaptable. You can see things that the rest of us can't see. I mean, with like a foresight for the way things work and what's potentially going to happen. Whatever the case may be, I feel like you're going to have very fired up, newfound energy. How you see yourself right now, or how you're feeling, is the Emperor. So you're feeling strong. This is a card of Aries. This is a leader. This is someone who is responsible for large groups of people, lots of projects. You know, it's the King of Kings. He's responsible for the entire, I don't know how you break that up, but he's got a lot on his plate. Male or female, it doesn't matter. Feeling responsible for a kingdom. Could be a heavy weight. I don't know why. I feel like this emperor has a lot on his mind. We have the emperor and the empress. It's the divine partnership. But I really feel, I mean, this could be about love for you, Gemini. Take this how it resonates. You know how the message is for you. But I really feel like this is you. There's something, you're doing a lot of internal work right now, and really finding that balance, doing the healing that you need to do to really, I mean, gosh, you're going to be unstoppable. I mean, the power that you possess, the power of your mind, your thought, the action that you're going to take. Once you figure it out, once you do this healing, once you release those things that no longer serve you, and you actually strip away the illusions and see the power that you possess and what it is that you can do, you're going to be unstoppable. And the way the other people, you and your environment, or how others in your environment see you, is the world. This is the end of a cycle. This is the end of a very big, significant cycle. Also with the Ace of Pentacles. So this is a beginning. This is a seed to be planted for a potentially very abundant future. The Ace of Pentacles has the potential energy of all of the elements. So whatever it is, it could be huge. Could be huge, Gemini. What you have in your hopes and fears. Page of Wands. Okay. So maybe you're afraid that you're going to come at it like a page. there, you know, there's nothing. The pages are young students. They're learning something new, and the page of wands in particular is very, very excited. They have a lot of energy. They want to learn everything, try everything, go everywhere, see everything, do everything that life has to offer. I feel like with this in your position of hopes and fears, I feel like you're hoping that you continue to have that desire for discovery. But the pages can also be a little bit flighty, like all in 1 minute and on to the next thing. Which, I mean, as Geminis, with your minds moving so quickly from topic to topic, I can understand how that's a fear, but I feel like when you do this healing and you find that balance, I don't think that's something you have to worry about. And I don't think you'll have the focus, you'll have the determination. You have what it takes to focus your energy on that. And I think one of the most beautiful things about you, Gemini, is your excitement for learning new things. So I think that's a beautiful trait. I don't think it's anything you need to, you're not going to lose it. It's who you are innately. Um, and the fact that you're aware of or considering that you don't want to approach this in a flighty manner. You don't want to be focused and dedicated and just let it go to the wayside on to the next thing. The fact that you're aware of that you're thinking about that is like your that is the temperance for that energy. You know, considering that, being aware of it is going to help you prevent that, if that is what you want. The potential outcome. Queen of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could most definitely be you. This is someone who is coming in with a thought out, balanced, very logical approach to something. Someone very honest and direct. They speak the truth. They're not going to pussyfoot. They are not unkind, but they're not going to mince words either. I feel like you are going to approach this in your life from a very balanced, logical standpoint. I feel like as you go through these steps, when you get here to this position, in this Queen of Swords energy, you're gonna be you're gonna be in control. You're gonna have your passion, your emotions, your intellect. You're gonna have it all balanced, alchemized in that way that only Gemini can. I love it. All right. On the bottom of the deck is the Hanged Man. So, you know, that's the overall energy for the reading, as well as these oracle cards that I pulled. And I think that's really appropriate that the Hanged Man is the energy because, you know, here you are in the Hermit, and this is about going within. And that's what the Hanged Man is. It's about choosing to go within and do the deep dive and really look at yourself, your thoughts, your emotions, your life, and evaluate, figure out what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and what needs to be changed. I love that. All right, so I'm just going to grab a couple of messages from the universe. Has your back. You guys know I like to lead with these. So let's see what the universe has for you, Gemini. Obstacles are detours in the right direction. I love it. It's true. You know, like sometimes, you know, we keep running into roadblock after roadblock as we try to do something. And I am a firm believer. I mean, yes, don't give up. If you want something, if you believe in it, put your effort and your energy into it. But sometimes we need these detours to kind of shift our focus because ultimately, the goal we're trying to achieve can't be achieved in the method that we're trying to do it. So recognize that oftentimes obstacles are just detours in the right direction. Look back over your life. Think about times when you met resistance to something and it led on another path. And how did that help you reach your goal or realize that wasn't the goal you really wanted to pursue any longer? Don't get frustrated. Just change your perception of it. Don't look at it as a dead end and see it as a detour in the right direction, and see how it might be leading you about it in a different way. Okay, true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. Yeah, it's so true. I feel like this is a very introspective time for you, Gemini. A lot of healing, really looking at the wounds that you carry within. Be kind to yourself, love yourself, see yourself with loving eyes as you do this. Don't be too harsh in your judgment of yourself. We all have shadows, we all have triggers, we all have pains, and they can be very uncomfortable. Just give yourself permission to feel whatever it is that you feel from those triggers. Look at it, acknowledge it, try to understand why it makes you feel that way, and see how you can heal from it. All right, Gemini. Sorry. I just got braces today and it's hard to talk. Okay. All right, Gemini. This is what I have for you. I hope this helped. I hope it resonates for you. If it did, I would love it if you would hit the thumbs up button. It helps get the video out there. And if it did resonate and you'd like to be notified when I upload further Gemini videos, hit the bell and it'll let you know when I post more. Otherwise, I hope I see you again. Thank you so much for being here. Love and light.